think I didn't give permission to film me. I don't want to be filmed.
Public street, you don't need your permission.
Cool.
You literally walked up to him and took a photo without his
Yeah, I'm
permission.
not being put on f***ing TV though, you know?
Are you worried you're going to come off looking stupid?
No. It's not something I want to debate.
That was just very typical of the level of intelligence. Oh, he's back.
Don't you find it funny that you said you don't want to be on film, you walked up, you took a photo without his consent, and then you complained about being filmed without consent, and then you just won't leave us alone?
Being interviewed and photographed, you know?
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Okay, so you didn't have to answer. It's just being photographed without consent is the same
I
thing.
don't want to be interviewed.
And you're still here.
Yeah, it makes no sense. If you're still here, why don't you like the video?
Older people like you guys, you can't grasp the idea.
Excuse me, I'm quite young.
All right, buddy.
I identify as 19.
Oh, I'm beating your way.
See, this is the argument that people keep pulling. It's not about that.
Why
If
is that
people
not
want
a
to be
legitimate argument, though? Why can't I identify as a black person, but I can identify as a woman?
What? See, this is what I mean. Why is it harmful that people want to, like, identify as another gender? How does that harm you?
How does it harm you that I want to identify as 19?
It doesn't harm me.
Okay, so then why don't you accept it?
I didn't say I didn't accept it.
Do you accept that I'm 19?
If you want to say that, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't affect me.
So will you take back your statement where you said that I was an old man?
What?
You have to be empathetic and play by their rules of the empathy. Simple.
Very popular rapper Eminem is currently being cancelled all across social media because of a song that he released a couple days ago. The title of the song that Eminem released is Houdini, and if you somehow have not heard of this song yet, I would be in shock because it is going mega viral, but there's also a lot of controversial lyrics in the song that have made a lot of people upset. Like this lyric right here, Eminem said my transgender cat's Siamese, identifies as black but acts Chinese. So those lyrics right there made a lot of people very upset and found it very offensive. Here's another lyric that Eminem said in this song that made a lot of people very upset. Eminem said, if I was to ask Megan Thee Stallion if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? Kind of like making fun of a traumatic situation that Megan Thee Stallion was involved in. A lot of people on social media are like very mad at Eminem for, and once again are trying to cancel him.
I mean, Eminem is kind of like South Park. They're untouchable because they have been doing this for so long. Reminds me of some inclusive love or anything that sounds a little woke that people celebrate in the beginning too early, and then the consequence starts appear and they're like, oh my god. Let's blame Republicans. Spanish Pete Walker finds out after premature celebration during the women's 20-kilometer race walk at the first medal event of the European Championships. Wow, the celebration was short-lived as Lyudmila Olyanovska from Ukraine raced past her to grab the bronze medal. Bronze medal, so she got nothing. Ugh, with 2 meters left.
Right to jail.
Amen. Woo! Spain is a proud country, and definitely they're not gonna be proud about this. I mean, you went there to be the fastest, but hey, sometimes you can win by not being the fastest.
Hold on, you can't assume my gender.
But am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay, but you're still a cis male.
How do you know that though? Because I look like one, right?
No, because...
Then why?
After we lived through 9/11, we said never forget. Islamic extremism is now standing in front of the White House and we are tolerating.
That'd be whack.
How shameful, how hurtful for the Jewish people. I'm like, I don't even really care about that. All I'm saying, I can burn something colorful, you know what I mean, but they can burn the flag, they can wear the Hamas terrorist thing, and they can have a toy head of the president and scream gangster stuff. Okay, equality.
Bazinga!
Gotcha, that's a bazinga. You know that's not true.
I just saw this group of teenagers like deliberately
making marks and scratch marks with their Lime scooters, like just all around.
Several witnesses confronted the group and called police.
We're not going to sit by as we watch people deliberately commit a hate crime, like right in the middle of downtown.
After looking at security footage, officers arrested 3 teenagers. 2 are minors and 1 is 19-year-old Ruslan Turco.
You are charged with 1 count malicious mischief.
Turco had his first appearance in court this afternoon. The judge released him under the condition he doesn't go near the crosswalk or the other teenagers. Prosecutors, though, had asked the judge to set a $15,000 bond since that's how much it costs to repaint the mural.
The community really came together to raise the money for them to be able to do it before the parade on Saturday.
Now this vandalism just hours after that repaint and only a few weeks after someone else set fire to the mural.
I don't condone the destruction of property, but if you want to consider this a hate crime, I would say walking around with a terrorist thing on your forehead, yeah, I think that's a hate crime too, for some odd reason. Because these people that you're representing, they're not the nicest people. They're definitely nicer than a bunch of kids just going crink on a flag.
Right here.
Is it a valid initiative to bring universal basic income to Oregon?
Oh, no, we don't believe in that.
You don't believe in that?
No.
Okay, why not?
We believe in free markets. We believe in getting paid what you deserve.
I have 10 years explicit pizza experience, right?
Uh-huh.
I can't make more than $2 or $3 over minimum wage, even with that experience, because nobody will actually pay what my labor is worth. So how does that fit into your...
To my belief?
Yeah.
Because I believe that if you have a skill that isn't so much in demand, the market's going to pay you in direct proportion with that. If you have a skill that's high in demand, let's say Elon Musk, right? SpaceX, Tesla, stuff that is actually highly in demand, stuff that brings a specific amount of value to the marketplace, then they're going to reward you off that.
Okay, how about my bachelor's in environmental science?
Did you see this? Look at this. Father, think of the child.
So degrees aren't really as useful as people would think. They're more an authority claim. So
Okay, so then why should people go to college?
Well, I don't think they should.
You don't
Who
think they should?
told you that?
I mean,
If you have 10 years experience on how to make a pizza, officially you have an advantage. You can try to upgrade. You can try to be a manager of a pizza or anything, something different. But the fact that you went to college, studied something that wasn't even useful, now you're in debt and you want to keep doing the same job that you're doing back in the day, very good, but now you're not earning enough money, but they told you you're going to make a lot of money if you do this study. Wow. You failed twice.
Guy.
50-year-old trans swimmer competed against teen girls in Canada. Melody Weishart reportedly left many girls uncomfortable after they had to share a changing room with the male-born adult. Parents told the Toronto Sun they were forced to set up a makeshift tent to protect their kids' privacy. It took place at the 1500-meter freestyle for athletes 16 and older, where the trans swimmer was placed second. Swimming Canada and Swim Ontario defended Weishart's participation, saying that their sport is for everyone.
I have no idea how this feels, so I asked a lot of ladies how they feel about that and how they experience being naked in front of people, because I don't mind as a kid much. And from what I've heard, I don't think as a father of a daughter I would ever accept my daughter to be in such situation, but that's just me.
Because here's a scenario for you. Lionel Messi puts hand up and says, actually, I'm feeling like a woman today. Do you play him in the American women's national team, Francesca? Yes or no?
Yes, right now. Hell yeah. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Messi on the U.S. women's national team? Hell yeah.
Would you
because
allow
that would
Usain
mean-
Bolt to do that and be in the sprinting
Yes,
team?
because that would mean they're a trans woman. They identify as women.
I get it. So just to be clear, you would let Lionel Messi play in the women's national football team and destroy
Hell yeah,
women's football
welcome.
forever. You'd let Usain
it'd be
Bolt...
very difficult to get a ticket, which would suck.
I want to do a little checklist here. You'd let Usain Bolt compete as a sprinter in the American women's Olympic team?
Yes.
Okay. You would let Floyd Mayweather compete as a boxer in the women's American boxing team?
Yeah,
you
of
are
course
a
you have to be
complete
like the
and utter
heavyweight.
lunatic.
I completely I agree with Francesca, and I'd go
They
further
would
actually,
have
Piers.
to
You always,
transition.
Piers, you always say that you want to be a penguin. I would let you live at London Zoo in a cage like the rest of the penguins.
You know what? I'd be a very popular exhibit.
You would. And you'd be locked up.
Esther, here's the
It'd be
problem.
great for the rest
It
of
is
the world.
so delusional. The idea you would let Usain Bolt say, I'm a woman, and compete against women on a racetrack when no man can compete with him, right? It's utterly ridiculous.
Well, I'm just convinced that they don't actually believe this, but to the logical conclusion of their ludicrous arguments facilitates the need to actually say these things. Also, this is a testament to the poor quality of public education in both the US and the UK, that you both don't understand the basic economics of how sports entertainment works.
Yeah.
If there are not enough bums on seats, you don't get paid enough. That's literally it.
That's it.
So sitting there outraged about the fact that some female players don't make as much as some male athletes, guess what? Go and buy the tickets to their games and start boosting up their viewing figures, and then maybe...
Caitlin Clark
numbers.
more views.
Look at the revenue for the Women's World Cup and compare it to the Men's World Cup. They are light years away.
In all honesty, I don't even believe this lady, and most ladies that might speak like this in defense, I think they have brand and they're making a lot of money. And those that are not, they never got validation, but finally can just say this and you get validation. I got the power. Destroying other women's sport. The fact that men have to come back to protect women to make a change makes no sense, and we still are shamed on a daily basis.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, durloketa, berdetta, welcome.